Hello, and welcome back to level 2 of Treacle Stew. We are going to a very secret here. Also, looks like there's a challenge in that room. Great. We'll worry about that later. Okay. So at a glance, this appears to be put gel babies on the pressure plates, and I need to have all 3 pressure plates held down and all trapdoors dropped in order to get in here, and then I can just use this to kill the babies. I think that's what's going on here. Yep, pretty obvious setup. Now, the setup may be obvious, but the execution of the setup will be less so. And we need to go all the way over here to get these 2 out. I don't think this is going to be that bad. I've done this sort of thing before. I think this is the sort of puzzle that if you haven't done it before, it'll be quite intimidating the first time, but I'm not anticipating too much trouble here. So let's just deal with you first. Now the main problem with this is dropping that last trapdoor is going to be a little bit tricky, because in order to get the gel baby onto the pressure plate, it's going to have to go from a trapdoor to the pressure plate while going towards me, which means that I'm going to have to... not necessarily, actually. I could... Like, for example, I could just do a bunch of diagonals so that I get my movement. Also, I can just step on these, which might make things easier. But if I just do something like this... Okay, you're dealt with. And this is easily recoverable. Yeah, so the first one's super easy, because I'm able to come at it vertically. This one I could also do vertically. This is going to be the hard one. However, the fact that you can stand on the pressure plate without dropping it makes it a lot easier to manipulate the trapdoors right around there. So... I guess we'll set this up so that you come straight in, and that'll be easy, and then it's just a matter of getting you into here. So let's try to do that. Well... we probably... I mean, the easiest way to do it would be to... drag you over here. Okay, I think that's just what we'll do. It's something like this. Okay. And that should be doable. Yeah, so you both come out at the same time. I'm going to do the occasional diagonal step just to make sure that this is all clearable. I really want to wait here. Okay, well, I can do that. And then... just do that. Okay. And I have a way back after getting in here. Okay. Yep, I think that solves it. Yeah, let's not get too overeager there. Okay, yeah, as I suspected. Not too bad. Done this kind of thing before.
Clear.
Easy. Well, it's always nice to get a trapdoor, not trapdoor, a secret room done in a short amount of time like that. Now for this challenge. Before we look at the challenge, let's just quickly figure out what's going on with the room here. Probably just get a gel baby on each plate. Yep, 6 gel babies wakes up the eye. We want the eye awake because this trapdoor ensures that once we've broken this wall, we can never step forward. We have to step back once, and that's it. Which means that both of these monsters have to come to us, so yeah, eye has to be awake. This opens that, okay. So what that's saying is that once we've released all of these gel babies, we can't step north anymore. So we have to break the walls in such a way that the gel babies are just going to find their way to these plates without... Okay, that's interesting. Immediately this pressure plate stands out as a problem. We're going to have... Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty direct path, actually. It's going to have to be you. Nobody else can get there. Unless... I mean, we could do... We could put you here and then put you here. I mean, that's an option too, but I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, once we've done this, that releases the gel babies. 2 of them come immediately, and I don't really get a whole lot of control over that. I mean, I guess I can control where I am here. And then there's this orb. Hitting that orb locks the eye in here. So I just can't hit this orb ever? Oh, no. I see what that's about. The eye is awake. We move the eye up here. Then we hit the orb to lock this so that the gel baby doesn't go up, so that we can kill these gel babies by going north again. Which, I guess the challenge then, is to never hit the orb. Conquer the room, including getting back to the entrance without hitting the southern orb. Yeah. Southern orb. There's only one, but okay. Then there's you. 121st TAR technician. Were you the guy in the entrance?
Another TAR technician, huh?
Do not disturb my study. At least until you have studied it yourself.
I actually have a procedural matter that I'd like your help with. Could you help design, a suspension suitable for a directed force explosive material?
Maybe, given a few months. That sounds more like a test for the main TOR authority office.
I don't have that kind of time. I'm looking for an explosive specialist right here in this building.
Well, find a demolitionist or a seismoformer.
It has to be more specific than that. Alright, fine. I'll say it voiced. Where's all the gel in this facility coming from?
No mention can be made of the forbidden gel.
Oh, you probably didn't hear yet, but gel has been unforbidden.
Oh, that's convenient.
Everyone can use it now.
Preposterous. You're a slayer. You don't have access to TOR authority procedural meetings. Besides, there's no way the TOR authority would do something so outrageous, right? While the Empire is busy reconstructing itself after the turning. It's already on the tip of anarchy as it is. If gel were unforbidden, there would be outright rioting in the streets. I guarantee you, I would hear of it before you would.
Okay, you got me. It's still banned. But I still need an industrial supply of it in order to save people's lives. I won't tell anybody at all that you helped me.
Couldn't help you even if I wanted to. I don't know the gel recipe or any other gel production means. That information all being destroyed.
I'll ask you again then. Where's all the gel in this facility coming from?
Deeper.
Well, could you at least help me get deeper?
No, there's no way they would let me keep working with this material.
Pay attention,
if I
Bithro.
let
He's
them
studying.
get interrupted. I have to finish this study.
Anything else you can tell me about gel?
It's caustic and horrible, and we only use it when we have to.
All right then.
I like how the gel being forbidden probably just started as a joke somewhere in the development team, where there's like, oh, we're just gonna have this new, like we had tar and mud already, we're gonna add something else, and we'll just say it's forbidden. That's why, I guess, as a justification for why we haven't seen it before, maybe. And then this hold just came about as a, this is a theory, I don't actually know this, but this hold came about as a way to like, well, let's actually explain why it's forbidden. And of course, in true Empire fashion, it probably isn't forbidden for a good reason. It was arbitrary, and who knows what's going on, really. But you're able to make a story-driven hold out of the idea, so that's interesting anyway. Alright, so these longer gaps here, the relevance of this is that once I've done this, I can go back and forth a couple of times before they worm their way out.
Another.
Okay, we're just gonna cut that. So, for example, if I do this to start, you're going to come down, and then I step here to get you stuck on this. Yeah, I think that's fine. Anyway, we have to go around this for now. Right, so the relevance of the orb and why it's a challenge is that I have to leave... Like, if I just leave these three walls here, then once the gel baby's on here, it's stuck here forever, and that's good for me. But what I actually need is I need a way to get the gel baby off of there without hitting the orb. Which seems to me that the obvious way to do that is that I'm just going to stay in the center as much as possible, and I'm going to have the exits be on this side. Alright, so you are going to come here. You then are going to come here. When it comes to carving walls like this is actually a situation where a spear is kind of useful because it allows you to rotate into a broken wall without breaking it. It's not going to be necessary for this puzzle. We have enough space to get around, but just as a general note, if you're having an arbitrary wall carving challenge, then having a spear instead of a sword actually makes that challenge not necessarily easier, but allows you to be a lot more precise. Of course, being imprecise could be part of the challenge you're going for as well. And like I said, in this room it doesn't matter at all. Sword and spear would be effectively identical here, because we have these open paths that we can run back and forth in. Maybe spear would be slightly faster if you're going for score. Alright, so we're going to do that, which breaks you, and we're also going to do that. There we go. So once we've gotten a gel baby here, we have a way to get it out, and that is you. So you need to... come down something like that. That should be able to get you here easily without having to worry. We're also going to be releasing you along this way, and you... we already did the diagonal, and from this diagonal, you have to go like that. Assuming that this is where you're going. If you're going here, then it's not the case, but we're going to do that. Okay, so that should deal with this left side. Let's just make sure that that actually works before I start messing with the right side. So we step here, step out to stop you from moving until you get there. Okay, you are now in position. We now wait until you're here. Okay, we can get you there. That's a problem. Okay. This is why we test things. So if we did that, would there be a way to get you down one more while coming across? Yes, okay, I was trying to think of how I want to fix this, but the better way is just to have you be more south from the start. Because if you come here, we can't go back anymore because then you get off. So they were undoing more than that. So what we actually want to do then is that. Yes, okay. Alright, let's test that. So you come all the way down. We can get you there, that's fine. And there we go. Okay, yeah. So that's a lot better. All three of you are in position. So as long as I never have to go left of this, then I'm able to deal with this side. Okay. That works. So in this case, you are going to be here, obviously. Which is a little bit tricky. Because we don't want you to be going to here, probably. That's fine. So... I mean, we'll probably just do the same thing. If we do that, then we can get you hooked here. While we're getting you hooked here, that's when we get you out. And then we put you here, and when we put you here, that's when we get you out. Okay, I mean, this seems like I'm done already. This was pretty straightforward. Ah, okay. I guess I could be testing this before I... Oh right, I can't go north anymore. Could be testing it, but I think this is going to work. Go down 2 more. There you go. Get you down into place, and get you into place. Okay. And there we go, eyes up. And we're still able to kill all of these gel babies. Without going north of the pressure plate. Challenge almost complete. Get to the entrance to complete.
I was still trying to figure out if that was even possible, but it all started making sense about halfway through. I see now why you are Senior Smitemaster.
Thanks. Do you want to tell me anything new?
No, don't be ridiculous. We distribute information based on authorization and necessity, not on publicly displayed features. A tour technician always tells someone
Beethrow.
exactly what needs to be told, no matter...
You showing off never actually matters in the end.
What about circumstantial circumstances?
Nope.
Okay.
But kind of fun to have a character actually comment on the fact that we did the challenge. I guess there's probably dialogue for failing the challenge then. I don't need to go see it though. That's fine. Probably just says, you know, it could have done better. Like, yeah, could have. Alright, and this is probably leading to another secret, because we have to have a symmetrical room layout. Okay, that's an interesting set of monsters. We've seen a room like this before, with this collection. In fact, was it on this level? Or was it the previous level? It might have been the previous level. Well, anyway, we had we've seen a room before that had all 3 sticky monsters. We've got tunnels to get away from them. We've got a brain to deal with. We've got temporary invisibility. And we've got a staff to push them around. Okay, this is interesting. Oh, wait. I just pushed them onto the arrows. Okay, this isn't nearly as bad as I was thinking. Right, we just push them onto the arrows, and then... Yeah, if this is held down, we can't get through until... And we need all of these to get pressed. Okay. Wait, what does these? Ah, stepping here. Okay. I guess this is preventing me from just killing a golem on like the hot tile or with my sword and then pushing it directly onto one of these plates. That's what these doors prevent. And I don't know why we bother with the invisibility here, but... Oh, because we dropped the trapdoor, so this is open at this point, and we need to open the arrows before any of that happens, and then we need these to be held down for 4 consecutive turns. Let me think about end of turn timings. So, the briar will grow. Oh, there's pit here as well. Which makes it longer. That just doubles the time, right? The way this is set up, that's going to make 8 turns instead of 4. We have 9 elements, something like that. Okay, it's shallow, that's good to know. So it's going to be 8 turns plus or minus 1 for end of turn shenanigans. And we have 9 monsters. Oh, that works out conveniently, doesn't it? Okay, how much of a spread have we got here? We have... These are more than 9 apart. So we're not holding them all down at the same time. I mean, really. And we're also not like putting a golem here and then having all of them backed up. So really, as long as we put all these monsters in here in a certain turn order, won't it work? In fact, that might be the puzzle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think this is a turn order puzzle. If we just have all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 arrows, okay. Yeah, so if we just go from 1 to 9, doesn't this just work? And I'm not sure if there's any leeway. I'm going to assume there's not. Okay, and I can't kill any of them. Well, this is awkward. So wait, so what are those hot tiles for then? Because in theory, I can kill the Wubba or the golems. Killing the golems gives me a body that I can push around, which could have some value. The Wubba does not. It's also interesting how there's shallow water here, so I can be invisible, but I can also be invisible, but in brain range, which wouldn't matter. Are these... I don't think the hot tiles serve any purpose in this room. It's almost like they're like a floor marking, just like, hey, there's a diagonal here. And they're just there to make the diagonal easier to see. Because like we can't kill gel babies on them. We don't want to kill the golem or the Wubba, as far as I can tell. Actually, this Wubba can be kind of useful, right? I can just sit here and the Wubba won't kill me. If I do something like this, I can... do stuff like that, which is fine. Okay, let's do that. And that, okay. 1, 2. Of course, you guys are all backwards now, which is fine. I have a tunnel for that. Also interesting, because they're brained, they're not moving along here because they're on a force arrow, but they don't realize that brain doesn't realize that they're on a force arrow, because normally you would think it doesn't have a path to me, so it would make an unbrained move, but it doesn't realize it doesn't have a path to me because it doesn't realize it's on a force arrow, so it thinks it can move off. That's interesting. Okay, we got 7 here. I could try to shake these around a little bit, but I can also just keep going. Didn't quite work because I didn't have enough space. That works. Okay. You were 9, right? Yes, 9, 8, 7. Okay. This isn't as bad as I thought. 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys are kind of in the right order. Until I did that. What are you? You are 5, okay. Yeah, things just got messy all of a sudden. Well, that's fine. We'll just, what are your orders currently? 6, 5, 4, and 3. Yeah, well, that's actually ideal. So I want fast ones coming first, which is going to be 3. Excellent. Three, 6. Okay, whatever. And then you were 4 and 5. Okay. So we want column first. That didn't quite work out. I have a specific thing I'm trying to do here. Okay, there we go. Okay. So I got them in place in turn order. Let's see if that is what I needed to do. This... Interesting, they're moving a little bit early. Got in place. Interesting. Okay. It's always a little bit scary to do a long, involved solution like that when you don't know for sure if it's going to work or not. But that seemed to be what the room was asking, and it worked, and this was the most uncertain part. Alright. Uh-oh. Alright, that's a lot of gel babies. Okay. A lot of stuff. Ormites. Oh no. Okay, so the Ormites means that I can have my mimics not facing the same way as me. We have pressure plates. What do they do? Okay. So that means that we... Yeah, okay, that does open the corners. That's what I thought. And this is a tunnel with an arrow. That means I cannot push a mirror onto it, and I cannot place a mimic on it, or get a mimic past the tunnel. So that must be me. Which means that when I hit this, we want these 3 gel babies to not move while I go from here to here and back. Okay. I mean, this isn't much of a gel baby puzzle. This is much more of a mimic and mirror puzzle. So I have 4 mirrors and 3 mimics, and I need to block all 3 of these. The blocking element is going to have to be a mimic's sword, so that we're not covering the pressure plate with something that'll weigh the plate down. So I think I already understand what the room is asking of me, but this is very much an execution problem. How do I set this up in such a way that my mimics aren't going to be moving out of position while I'm doing diagonal moves, no less? Ooh, that's pretty rough. Because if I'm moving diagonally, like let's say I have a mimic with its sword like this. If I move diagonally, it's going to try to move diagonally, and if that's blocked, it's going to try to move horizontally, and if that's blocked, it's going to try to move vertically. Which means that, theoretically, I need 6 mirrors to hold this in place. Because if it's just 1 mirror, it'll push it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have 6 mirrors, never mind 18. So obviously there's a different technique that's going to have to come into play here. Well, it only has to be temporary. Wait, do I even need the mirrors at all? Are the mirrors a red herring? Because let's say I'm here, and you're here. I guess I can use the mirrors to try to get the mimics into the starting positions. But when I do those 2 moves, you will move here when I'm on the tunnel, so nothing will move. And then when I step here, you'll step off, and it's fine because I'm no longer in line with the gel baby. And I step back, you move back, block with your sword. Mimics always move before monsters, by the way, so that's why this is going to work. So yeah, I just need to have 3 mimics in the right relative spots with the with the same orientation as me. I don't think I need the Ormites or the mirrors. Okay. So now it's just a matter of getting into the right position. So this is actually going to be the hardest one then. False. I didn't consider this. Okay. What I was thinking of will work for here and here. Moving along this diagonal. It's not going to work for here unless my sword is opposite. Okay, so I still don't need any mirrors, but I do need one mimic to have a different orientation than the others. Okay. And then getting you into this position is going to be a little bit tricky, so I'm probably going to use mirrors just to facilitate that. Like, I don't need to not use the mirrors. There we go. So if I'm here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, this is 1 square before. So I'm currently horizontally off by 7 and vertically off by 3 from where I want to be. This square corresponds with this square. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This square is 1, 2, 3, and 7 in the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and I want you to be here, which is going to be one turn off of where we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Let's just... Oh, whoops, let's not do that trap checkpoint. So here, nothing's happening. And if I do this... Yeah, I'm able to do that without either of them moving. Okay. So then it's just a matter of getting this last one into position. I want you facing this way. I'm gonna use those mirrors to keep you in place. And where do we want you to be? We want you to be here when I am here. Okay. Like that. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're out. Okay. Not too bad. Glad I caught the trick pretty early on that one. And like I said, possibly doable without the mirrors, but it made getting that last mimic into place a lot easier, so, you know, it was a good use of resources. I liked the way that played out. It also kind of scares me a little bit just how much practice I've had doing multiple mimic stuff at this point. And a kind of funny story, I might have told this on the channel previously, but there's an entry point project, or I guess the Descent of King Hesper, which has a whole bunch of different levels in it, and I used to hate mimic puzzles, and then I volunteered for the advanced mimics level in the hopes that doing so would make me like mimics more, and it actually worked. So I now don't hate mimics. So that was an interesting choice on my part, but it worked out in the end. So that's nice. The Descent of King Hesper being a massive collaborative hold that's been in the works for a while. Okay, so here... more brain shenanigans. Okay, well, I already see the format of this room. Yep, plates do what I thought they'd do. We need all 6 plates occupied by babies, and then we go in here and stab the brain. And while we're on this diagonal, they're going to try to move orthogonally through the brain and fail. Alright, let's come in with our sword facing this way. Brain monsters are weird. How do we get you there? I think that's the hardest part. I don't like my orientation anymore. Okay, if I have my orientation like this... Yeah, you're gonna be the hardest one. Because like this... we can see from here, as long as I'm to the right of this brain now, oops, that baby's never going to move. As long as I don't go along the diagonal. Like the direct diagonal from it. So that's really the challenge. If I can get one of you here... Well, I mean, I can... Why are you... Okay, my sword's facing the wrong way. There we go. Alright, so I got you 2 in position, and now we just kind of do the same thing again. I mean... Brains are weird, but okay. This is another trick that I've had to do in the past, so... Man, this would be Imagine if you didn't know this behavior. This room would be impossible. I've played this game too much. This room is... yeah, it's kind of insane, if you think about it. Alright, well, I mean, that was an easy room because I knew what to do, but still a little bit fiddly. Okay, we got everything done, and we got the 4 secrets. Secrets have been pretty obvious in this hold, so I don't imagine there are any other secrets. I don't think Chaco's the kind of guy who likes hiding his secrets behind secret walls.
Hey, I solved all the rooms.
I was wondering if there's going to be dialogue
No,
here.
you didn't. A group of 3 just came down the stairs and unlocked this door.
Huh? No, I cleared all the monsters on the level, and the blue door opened. Then they must have gone through.
Believe whatever you want.
Alright. Well, I mean, we finished a level. Oh, also, I think I was going to mention this, and maybe I didn't, but in this room, we was talking about the creation of gel. I mean, we did find a gel mother already. But it's in a secret room, so does that mean it canonically doesn't exist? I don't know. What's the canon behind secret rooms in DROD? Because you have to clear every monster in the dungeon. Back in King Dugan's dungeon, this was established. You have to clear every monster in the dungeon. But sometimes there are rooms that you don't have to clear. And so I thought that canonically secret rooms just didn't exist. I wonder if that's changed over the years. I don't know. If anybody has some insight into the mystery of how secret rooms work, I'd appreciate your musings on the topic. But that's going to be it for today. We'll start level 3 next time. I will see you then.